Be in the know with unlimited access to IBJ and Inside Indiana Business. Our in-depth coverage of all things business means you'll always be completely in the know. Subscribe for just $1 a week. Get started now at ibj.com/trial offer.
This is Inside Indiana Business Radio on demand for Tuesday, February 10th, 2026. I'm Gary Dick. South Bend International Airport set an all-time annual passenger record in 2025 with more than 1.1 million ticketed airline passengers traveling through the airport. That surpasses the previous record set 28 years ago. The milestone continues a 5-year trend of year-over-year passenger growth. New jobs in Northeast Indiana. The Fort Wayne Redevelopment Commission has approved an agreement supporting Sweetwater's growth plans. The company says rising customer demand is creating the need for more distribution space. Sweetwater's latest campus expansion expected to create 300 jobs. More big numbers. Indiana Donor Network says it helped save more than 1,200 lives in 2025. That's just shy of what would have been a 10th consecutive record year. The organization transplanted more than 1,300 donated organs in 2024. From the state's #1 source for Indiana business news, you're listening to Inside Indiana Business Radio. Hello and welcome to Inside Indiana Business. I'm Gary Dick, coming to you this week from Northwest Indiana, Jeffersonville, Muncie, South Bend, in downtown Evansville, Terre Haute, Fort Wayne, Richmond, from one of the state's key entrepreneurial and innovation hubs, 16 Tech. Inside Indiana Business, Indiana's business news leader. Not a bluff. Illinois Governor J.B. Pritzker says he does not think the Chicago Bears are making a leverage move with the possibility of moving to Northwest Indiana, but also says progress is being made to keep the team in Illinois. Indiana Governor Mike Braun has offered to build a stadium for the Bears with public dollars at a price tag that insiders say will top $3.5 billion. That seems to have gotten the attention of Illinois politicians and increased the dialogue between the two sides. Indiana will receive $6.25 million as part of a settlement with pharmaceutical companies regarding an alleged conspiracy to increase EpiPen prices.
Attorney General Todd Rokita announced the settlement Monday, just over a year after filing an antitrust lawsuit against Pfizer, Viatris, and several other companies that distribute EpiPens, which are prescription devices that inject epinephrine into patients to treat severe allergic reactions. In his lawsuit, Rokita alleged the companies and their subsidiaries violated the Indiana Antitrust Act, the Indiana Deceptive Consumer Sales Act, and the Medicaid False Claims Act by repeatedly increasing the price of EpiPens and paying pharmacy benefit managers to exclude competitors. EpiPen prices under Mylan, which merged with the company Upjohn in 2020 to form the Pfizer subsidiary Viatris, have increased by over 600% between February 2007 and February 2016, according to the complaint, which lists the asking price of $608 for an EpiPen in 2016. Rokita claimed these companies also paid doctors to endorse the launch of 2-pack EpiPens and say it was medically necessary, curtailing the sale of individual devices in the process. The lawsuit is one of several Rokita has filed regarding healthcare and medical costs. At the end of last year, Rokita filed a lawsuit against Indianapolis-based Eli Lilly and Company over the company's alleged inflation of insulin prices. Alex Brown, Inside Indiana Business Radio.
The Terre Haute Economic Development Corporation's Executive Committee says it is committed to keeping economic development efforts moving forward as the organization searches for new permanent leadership. Longtime CEO Steve Witt announced his departure earlier this year. The Economic Development Group is restating its commitment to attracting investment and jobs in the Wabash Valley during the transition. This is Gary Dick for Inside Indiana Business Radio on demand. Whether it's healthcare innovation, major infrastructure, or global sports impact, Inside Indiana Business with Gary Dick tells the stories of Indiana's groundbreakers and game changers. It's the must-listen show for business, civic, and community leaders across the state. Subscribe and listen wherever you get your podcasts or at ibjpodcast.com.
Your commute just got smarter. Turn drive time into growth time. The IBJ Media Podcast Network gives you front row access to leaders shaping Indiana's economy, culture, and future. No filler, just smart, relevant, local storytelling you won't get anywhere else. Find all of our shows by searching IBJ Media in your podcast app or visit ibjpodcasts.com.